Hey, how you doing? Yeah, I don't really know where to start. So I thought I'd make some videos, just some short ones, no more than 10 minutes, hopefully. It's quite long. Just because, friends that know me, my family, would know that I have a stage 4 colon cancer, and I wasn't going to make these videos. I have watched a whole lot of them on YouTube and so forth, of people sharing their journeys and so forth, and I gotta say, there's quite a few of them that I've watched that the journey hasn't ended well. I haven't come across one yet who has posted and survived yet, but anyway, that's what it is. And so I guess what made me decide to do some videos is that my wife Kylie said that I should keep a journal, and so keeping a journal. I'm not much of a writer, and to be honest, after my first lot of chemo, I struggled to write properly. And my fingers, the nerves are a bit shot in my fingers now, so this is the easiest way. So I'm living here in Perth, and there was one lot of videos that turned up in my feed on YouTube by Rebbecca D. Rebbecca was a Perth girl, there you go, and she had ovarian cancer. And I guess what was relatable to her is that she was from Perth, which is where I'm living, and she'd go out and have lunch with her family and friends in places that I knew, and she'd get her treatment in Subiaco, and so I could relate to that. And unfortunately, Rebbecca passed away in 2015. Her cancer was quite advanced by the time they found it, and so she passed away a little more than a year after finding out. So, and reading through the comments in one of her videos was her cousin, and he said that basically, that's his cousin Rebbecca, and how much he misses her, and basically the only place he gets to hear her voice and see her is on those videos. So I thought, well, friends and family can, after I'm gone, have a look at the videos and still see me. My mum has a Facebook page. Her mum passed away about 4 or 5 years ago now, and in fact it's her anniversary this week or next week, and basically it's good to actually have her Facebook page there, because I always wish her happy birthday, Merry Christmas, Mother's Day, and things like that. So yeah, so this is why I thought I would do these videos. Now I'm not going to go into a lot of detail with this first one, just to let you know where I'm at, and then I'll share some information about some of the treatments, what's happened, where I'm going, all that sort of stuff. But essentially I'm about 9 or 10 months into this. First found out I had a problem in September 2019, and had my first operation right at that time, and they removed some of my bowel, so the low anterior resection of the sigmoid area, so it's in between the sigmoid and the rectum. So removed some of my bowel. Because my bowel can't be used anymore, I have a loop ileostomy on the right side of my abdomen. So basically when I eat food, instead of pooping like normal, it just comes out through the bag, through the side of my abdomen, and I have to empty the bag when the bag gets full. and I was meant to have that reversed, but when they did the test for that at a colonoscopy, they took some samples, they found more cancer, unfortunately. So I'm just come from Shenton House in Joondalup, where I've just done some more scans, a PET scan, and tomorrow I have an MRI and a CT scan, and my doctor wants to know how much cancer there is there and has it spread, and then make a decision about what actions to take, which is most likely going to be more surgery, and which will probably take out so much of my bowel that I would never be able to use it again. So possibly I'm preparing myself for having that done, and never having my stoma reversed, having it for the rest of my time. So that's where I'm at today. I also have at least one lesion in my liver, which at least one of them appears to be cancerous. Well, it's confirmed as cancer, and they, because of how it reacted to the chemotherapy, I've had 6 months worth of chemotherapy, and because it's so small in there now, they don't want to go in and operate on it. So that's what makes it stage 4. It's moved. They call it metastasis. It's moved from my bowel to my liver, and then there's a possibility it could have gone from my bowel out into my abdominal cavity. I guess that's what my surgeon's looking for, which I certainly hope it hasn't. What else? Oh, I've got a port, so it's an implant. It's under my skin in my chest here, and they use that for the chemotherapy, because I guess they're going to have so much of it. Oh, and the other thing is, when I have my chemotherapy, I take the bag home with the the bottle actually, with the chemicals in it, and I have it at home for about 2 days and half a day in hospital, getting given a shot before they give me the bag to take home. So 2.5 days of chemo every 2 weeks, and I did that for 6 months. So that's basically where I'm at. So yeah. So I'll post up some videos. You don't have to look at them. You don't look at all of them. It's just there if you want to just see how I'm going. I guess at this point, sort of, I withdrew from my friends quite a bit. I guess, and that's not no reflection on them. It's just as you can imagine, going through a few things, and need that time, and I need to spend my time well. So I guess at the end of the day, I'm hoping that if I don't get to see you before the end, then hey, maybe you might come and see me if you get time, see me off. And I say that because like I said, I've got to use my time well, and the other thing is, having seen all those other people pass away from this, I do believe that this will kill me, all right? And I've been, stage 4, very few people get that sorted, and so it's just a matter of time. And I guess for me, it's going to be one of two things that'll do it. It'll be either the cancer overtakes one or two of my organs, which causes them to fail, which obviously kills me, or I get to the point where fighting so long and hard with the different treatments that I just say enough's enough, and decide not to continue. I guess, and I say that because today was a bit of a shock to me. I lay down on the PET scan, the table to go through and get it done. Had to raise my my arms above my head. Crikey, it was quite difficult, and so been immobile for a period of time, and the chemotherapy, it's sort of not exercising much. Basically, it's taken its toll on me. My body's just, I feel like I'm 100 years old, you know. So yeah, it's not good. And it's a bit of a shock to me just how bad the chemo's been, what the effect it's had on me, physically as well as mentally as well, you know. Like I struggle. I had a banana to have after this PET scan because I had to fast, and I couldn't hang on to the bloody banana, so I dropped the banana on the floor over here. So that was no bloody good. And then I thought, you know, I'm quite hungry, so I went and got some chips and a burger, and I dropped the chips. Okay, so I've got, and the egg from my burger. So I've got egg and chips under my chair, which as soon as I get home I've got to clean out, so obviously it doesn't sneak out the car. But yeah, and the same with my feet. So first thing in the morning, I can't feel my feet. You know, it's really good if I can get up and go for a walk with Kylie and the girls, 2 dogs, little Papillon and a Pomeranian, because it gets my feet moving, gets the blood flowing through my feet, which warms them up. And once they're warm, then they feel good. Okay, and I can actually feel them. So yeah, so you know, I guess, you know, that's just after one chemo campaign of 6 months. So imagine what it's going to be like, you know, after more chemo, after possibly radiation, immunotherapy. I mean, I imagine if I survive all that, then there will come a time where I might just say enough's enough, you know, and then just let it go. You know, I don't know. I haven't reached that point yet. But one thing I do know is once I do reach that point, then I don't want any, you know, don't want to be resuscitated. You know, if that's the thing, brought back, if you like. I'd rather, if I have a heart attack because, you know, or I, you know, something happens and I slip away, then I just want to let it go. Okay. You know, the fight's over at that point if something's, you know, I've given up treatment and so forth. So I'd rather not hang around. And hanging around, not only because I don't want to, you know, have to go through the pain and that, you know, physical pain and that, because I would have been through a lot before then. It's also going to, you know, for Kylie, you know, I don't want her stressing, and I guess in some ways the sooner it's done, then you know, she can move on and live her life. Okay, so she's got a good 30, 40, maybe 50 years to go in her life, so she needs to be able to let go, to enjoy her life. And the longer I hang around like that, you know, it's not good. And especially if it's, you know, death is imminent. You know, why force it? Why carry on? Okay. So, yeah. Having said all that, though, I know the doctors are doing everything they can, the nurses, oncologists, and they are still pushing, you know, not only to keep me going for as long as possible, they're pushing to hopefully come up with some way to cure me. I don't believe they'll find it, but, you know, stranger things have happened. Alright, stranger things have happened, so you never know, and I know they're doing their best for me. They've been here before, they know what they're doing, and so I just trust them to do their best. Cool. Well, that's me. I'm going to get into this lane over here. I'm going to sign off now, and yeah, just let you know, videos we posted up, they won't be regular, be sporadic, I guess. You can check in and see how I'm going if you want to. You don't have to. Yeah, see what happens. Cool. Catch you later.